Please stand as America the Beautiful is played.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Welcome to the 94th commencement ceremony of the Sam M. Walton College of Business at the University of Arkansas. I'm Matt Waller, and I'm honored to serve as Dean of the Walton College. We gather here this afternoon at a milestone in the lives of the candidates for degrees, our spring, summer, and fall 2020 graduates who were unable to formally recognize last May and December, and our spring and summer 2021 graduates. This past year has been one of much uncertainty, but we want to commend them for their achievements and scholarship, celebrate with them the joy of this accomplishment, and acknowledge the important phase in their lives. This is just the beginning. I'd like to direct your attention to the printed program. You can find details about adornments worn by our students indicating special recognitions. Gathered with us today are many individuals who have been active participants in the education of these degree candidates. At this time, I would like to introduce some of them to you, beginning with the members of our platform party. Dr. Anna-Larry Kelly, Senior Associate Dean. Dr. Alan Elstrand, Associate Dean for Programs and Research. Dr. Brent Williams, Associate Dean for Executive Education and Outreach. Dr. John Dellery, Chair of the Department of Management. Dr. John Johnson, Chair of the Department of Strategy, Entrepreneurship, and Venture Innovation. Dr. Brian Fugit, Chair of the Department of Supply Chain Management. Undoubtedly, several of our department chairs and Board of Trustees members could not be with us today, but they send their sincere congratulations. Sorry? Everyone can be seated. Because we're unable to host a commencement speaker this year, I'd like to direct your attention to our video screens for some words of inspiration from our past commencement speakers.
Commencement first, and think about the word commencement. Commencement is to commence, and it means to begin. It's not about the end of something, it's the beginning of something. And today, you should feel accomplished. You've accomplished great things.
This is a special day. You'll never forget this. Don't forget it. This is one of those moments you look back with the sun shining and people hugging and people happy. You want to stand on this wonderful moment in time and remember it as one of those bright, shining days in your life where you launch off into this new beginning.
Today, the question is about you. What will your story be? Here's what I know. I know that success and achievement is what this college has prepared you for.
So don't think of today as an ending. Rather, think of it as a beginning. And rather than setting the bar low and being surprised when things turn out better than what you had expected, set the bar high for yourself. Expect excellence, and don't accept anything less.
These characteristics demonstrate leadership for the rest of the world. Not perfection, but genuine leadership. The best is yet to come. Believe it. You are going to be a part of it. You are the future.
Here you have learned about pride. You've learned about passion, and now you have the opportunity to take it into the world. Sam Walton once said, quote, "I am absolutely convinced that the only way we can improve one another's quality of life is through what we call free enterprise, practiced correctly and morally."
Excellence in your work creates opportunities for you. And you see, in business, we redefine hustle into the word excellence. And you will hear us speak about do your work with excellence. And that means we want you to give everything that you have to doing your very best work.
If you want to stand out from the pack, you must be committed to learning and improving. Finally, you have to relax, enjoy what you do.
And there's something equally important you've gained during your time here. It's the foundation of enduring values. Values like taking responsibility for your community, keeping an open mind and an open heart, standing for something larger than yourself. As you embark on your own life's voyage, let those values be your guide. And no matter how far you travel, they will serve you well and you will always feel at home.
And it's your generation that will be running this country in the next 30 or 40 years. You've got some challenges ahead of you. But if you can go forth from here with ideas of integrity and honesty and compassion, using your brains a little bit, making good decisions, we'll be okay.
And now I know a lot of you would love to just spend your entire life here in Fayetteville, but I can tell you 22 years later, you can continue to come back and Dixon Street will be everything you remembered it was when you were here.
Today is a celebration of the accomplishments of our graduates, the class of 2021. Therefore, it's only fitting that they have a voice in the ceremony. Please direct your attention to the video screens again for a message from our student speaker, Daniela "Danny" Solonen.
Thank you, Dean Waller, for that kind introduction. And thank you to all of the family, friends, faculty, and staff who have worked so hard to make today happen. Today, I want to reflect on the weight and weightlessness that we have experienced in this past year. We have experienced the weight of isolation, but also the weightlessness of small gestures meaning so much more during this time. We have experienced the weight of local businesses struggling for air, but also the weightlessness of unwavering innovation and community support around us. We have experienced the weight of recognizing racial inequality and structural barriers, systemic racism, and our own unconscious biases, but also the weightlessness of hoping for a future where there is inclusion, a safe place for all, in a more socially cohesive society. We have experienced the weight of an economic recession, job loss, homelessness, and wealth gaps, but also the weightlessness of hoping for a stable recovery ahead filled with so much opportunity and success for us all. We have experienced the weight of losing loved ones, but also the weightlessness of new birth, hope of science, and hope for a better future. We have experienced the weight of lost social events, family gatherings, and travel, but also the weightlessness of visualizing a future where these things mean so much more to us all. Today, I hope that you reflect on the weight and weightlessness in your own lives. We all have unique situations that interconnect us in ways that we don't consciously realize. I hope that you pursue togetherness and find yourself to those around you who motivate you to live out your purpose. Students, we have experienced a lot in these last 12 months, but I leave this campus encouraged by the incredible grit, tenacity, and strength of my peers around me. Go Hogs, and let's go change the world. Congrats, class of 2021.
Thank you, Danny. Danny's family attended the 5 p.m. ceremony this afternoon, and we're all very proud of you. Congratulations, Danny. Now for a difficult part of this event. Prior to the faculty marshals presenting the degrees, I would like to recognize one family who lost their son last year. He was a student in the Walton College. Connor Thomas Day passed away in January of this year. Connor was a junior in management in the Walton College. He designed artwork for screen-printed apparel for Voice, a vintage resale company in Fayetteville. Connor's family will receive his diploma for his Bachelor of Arts in Science and University Studies at a later date. We send our sincerest sympathies to the Day family. It is now the time for that which brings us together. We will begin the conferral of degrees. The faculty of the Walton College has approved these candidates for graduation with a degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Bachelor of Science in International Business, subject to the fulfillment of all catalog, college, and university academic requirements. Students, please remain seated until the line coordinators escort you to the stage. As your name is called, please proceed up the ramp here to my left. And then pick up your diploma cover. It won't be handed to you, so pick it up. And then you will stand, there's some feet on the ground, an image of a feet, you stand on that. Pose briefly for the camera, and then exit the stage towards the west and to the back of the arena. Please pause for another photo and your Walton gift before exiting the arena through the tunnel. Parents and guests may meet your graduates outside near the east side of the arena.
Margarita Briseno. Shelley S. Chawla. Kristen Maria Gillespie. Cedric Halsey. Victoria Lee Haygood.
Henry Thomas Matson. Andrew McMinn. Joshua Ryan Powell. Madison Spears. Trista Van Alstyne Hicks. Jonathan Oliver.
Hope Hamill.
Caitlin Ann Aites. Christopher Matthew Barber. Kevin John Barker. Sydney Nicole Bates. Travis Wesley Black. Kyle Lewis Boho. Peyton Nicole Boxberger. Dustin Rhett Brighton. William Brown. Tanner Carter. David Chamberlain. Kyle D. Klucher. Patsy Conway. Jacob Foster Kuva. Layla David. Kennedy Alexis Dolan. Adelie Kennedy Emerson. Paul Edward Fairley. Hayden Ford. Aaron Fordyce. Elliot Fransky. Natalie Gables. Catherine Games. Gray Gilliland. Austin Reed Gross. Dalton James Eugene Haddock. Alex Matthew Hake. Jackson Hall. Spencer Andrew Ham. Chase Hammonds. Luke Harbin. Tyler Harmon. Destiny Anne Marie Hart. Brandon Harrison. Will Hart. Kendall Hoy. Molly Hollingsworth. Claudia Holmer Goff. Michaela Nicole Jackson. Andrea Rayleigh Jones. Peyton Marie Jones. Claiborne Knobloch. Sophie Curzius. Paige Elizabeth Loro. Payson Law. Irene Sarah Levinson. Samuel Lipson.
Matthew Maritan. Lydia Marrero. Abigail Martinez. Day Matthews. Garrett B. McQuigg. Diana McWilliams. Simon Medley. Nicholas Mendeville. Hayden Scott Michael. Ashley Miller. Aliyah Mustafa. David Mullins. Elizabeth Ann Nesbitt. Austin Newhouser. Nicole Kaylee Nisbet. Elizabeth Delivia Pamfield, Connor Parnell, Victoria Patry, Kaylin Peters, Kaylee Pickard, Wyatt James Power, Ronald Dean Price III, Julia Quigley, Alejandra Ramirez, Clay Reichard, Reese Sawyer Robinette, Grant Root, Ashley Juanita Horn Russell, Jack Schroer, Emily Scott, Matt Sheridan, Zachary Singh, Aiden Robert Smith, Liz Spence, Hunter David Spoor, Zachary Tate Stein, Spencer Stock, Kylie Elizabeth Stoll, Landon Joseph Andrew Stone, Victor Svensson, Cassidy Eileen Thomas, Colin Toulouse, Kevin Tran, Alex Turley, Cademan Tyler, Rebecca Ushery, Karen Lisbeth Macias Martinez, Luke Waller, Elizabeth Joy Waymeyer, Aaron Michael Webb, Donald R. Wells III, Isaac G. Wilburn IV, John Logan Williams, Walker Wilson, Mackenzie Elise Withy, Raleigh Woods, William Zondlak,
Bryce Easter, Nick Cryer,
Luke Wilson Boulanger, Heather Alice Louise Davis,
Anwar Akel, Liz Marie Alfaro Carletto, Ahmed Al-Ghamdi, Andrew Allen, Christian Anderson, Hannah Lee Barris, James Robert Beatty V, Drake Bennett, Cameron Bracey, Noah Bray, Gavin Burlew, Samuel Monroe Burns, William Hayden Campbell, Louis Candelario, Lauren Elizabeth Chadwick, Annalise Marie Chandler, Wilson Daniel Cheney, Ruben Fernando Chung Lu, Joshua Craig Cockram, Ryan Coughlin, Montanique Davis, Ryan Christopher Davis, Daniela Jasira Cochran, Greg Devlin, Brady Disher, Andrew Dixon, Natalie Errett, Catherine Grace Enlow, Benjamin Burke Estes, Aaron Estrada, Sydney Banks Finestone, Angelina Fine, Riley Lane Fox, Devin Franks, Austin McGuire Gantz, Gregory Gladden, Matthew Tyler Graves, Trenton Gray, Andrew Greer, Whitney Greenwood, Kyle Guthrie, Hadley Harper, Landon Ty Harper, Matthew Evan Herr, Nathaniel J. Hendricks, Mallory Kendall Hess, Justin Douglas Hicks, Joseph Paul Holzam, Grant Thomas Howard, John Hudson, Justin Wayne Humphreys, Ross Humphreys, Pierce Hungate, cum laude, Trey Nguyen Nguyen, Kurt Jarrett, Jehangir Jehanzeb, Austin Johnson, James Ian Kavalich, Sydney Keller, Anna Kesterson, Seamus George Cook, Kason Jean Kraus, Laura Kathleen Cooper, Jackson Lancaster, Thomas Landrum, Noah Landwehr, Tess Layton, Christopher Lemus, Evan Lichterman, Rachel Lockman, Nicholas Loper, Arnoldo Lopez,
Emma Mahan. Charlie Bennett Matthews. Christina Nicole Matlock. James Keenan Maxwell. Trenton McChristian. Daniel McNabb. Camila Mesmer. Matthew Graydon Mitchell. Colin Thomas Moak. Emily Clarice Moore. Brooke Munford. Philip Henry Necessary. Jiang T. Nguyen. Randy Nguyen. Marlisa Nudaranubong. Chase Edwin Oberg. Ashley Taylor Oliver. Aaron Pierce. Alexis Cassandra Perez. Christian Pettit. Justin Pham. Ryan Phillips. Salitha Lily Ponkumpon. Maurice Porter Jr. Allie Proctor. Tanner Purcell. Avery Redfield. Jacob Reese. Sean Regan. Claiborne Reedy. Duke Reynolds. Gina Rydell. Charles Harrison Roberts. John Connor Robertson. Jacob Ryan Robinson. Jose Luis Rodriguez. Laura Catherine Sally. Lauren Elizabeth Saunders. Megan Schmidt. Kyle Schuttenhelm. Rachel Nicole Segovia. Morgan Michael Sharp. Jack Allen Sleed. Tyler Drew Smith. Jameson Heath Stevenson. Haley Stevens. Cornelia Elna Sward. Stuart Tedley. Jacob Thomas. On Tran. Stephen Vasquez. Nicholas Scott Vaught. Charles Wagner. Colin Dale Welch. Elena Wilfong. Emily Wilson.
Arthur Diaz. Lucas Daniel Fanning.
Emily Russell.
Clayton Sean Moore. James McDaniel. Noble Reeves. Jack Skidmore. Julia Ann Howes. Blake Armstrong. Jace Russ. Nate Nolan. Venkata Gubala. This concludes the Walton College ceremony. Thank you for coming. Good job, Sarah Judy.